Sessions members, look at this. I have so much room in my house. I could dance in here if I wanted to. It's that time of year when the Christmas trees are put away, all the Christmas decorations, and we bring our stuff back in. Now in my case, I actually did my Christmas tree here this year, and I took my living room furniture out. At one point in the design sessions, you saw that we had a dining room table set up in here. It got me thinking about, after Christmas, what was I gonna do? So today I'm super excited because, like you, I look around my house and I think it's pretty plain, pretty bare. Like, I gotta bring my living room furniture back in here. Or do I? So here's my idea for today's session. It's called A Fresh Start. Now you guys know that I think, and I've thought for a long time, there's really only one furniture layout option for me. I'm sorry, there just is. I couldn't put my sofa here, right? I wouldn't even be looking at the television. Or could I? So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna show you 3 options and a special house I'm gonna go do for a young couple. Okay, if you're ready to get started, I'm gonna show you the furniture pieces that I have to work with. This is all I have to work with. That's right. You might think when you see a living room done that it's got all kinds of furniture in it. Really not. Here's what I'm working with, and no matter what I do today, these same pieces are likely going to be used. So I start with a 7-foot sofa. I go to a 6-foot love seat, a 5-foot sofa table, a 4-foot coffee table, and a 2-foot round end table. That is it. 5 pieces of furniture. When it's done, I might throw in a 6th, an extra chair, but we'll see. So you're gonna see that I'm gonna make 2 completely different looks using the same exact stuff. How's that? Fun. Let's do it. So do you see how simple that was? Everything is in its place. Does it look familiar? My love seat, my sofa, and my coffee table. Same coffee table I've had for a long time. Right now, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna say, I want you to take a look at what did my living room look like before. Everything you see so far is identical, but the finishing touches is gonna be completely different. This is gonna be fun. Kenny, are you ready to blow their minds?
Ready.
All right, let's do it. So what I'm gonna do is I've decided that the fresh look I want for my house for this spring and on into the summer is kind of this botanical look. And I love this green. It's a great green. It's like plant green. I'm leaving the tags on for now because I wanna make sure I love it before I take them all off. But I also found, these were from World Market. I thought that was really pretty. It tends to be very expensive and when you buy the fabric, like if I buy it from Crabbit or something, but they had these at World Market. I thought that the light color here was pretty good with the white, and that little bit of blue and aqua and sort of gray tones with the green, it's kind of nice. What do you think? So I have one for each corner. So I think I'll just do these in a very simple, expected, green behind, floral in front. Always remember to look for your zipper because it goes on the bottom. In this case, I don't think it matters because the zipper's near the top there, okay? Okay, this is a chair I bought at Pottery Barn literally like 8 or 10 years ago. And because I liked it, but it doesn't really go with anything. It's white and it has these green, like the same look of green leaves and flowers. Like I was in 8 years ago and didn't even know it. So then I made some fun decisions about artwork. I decided I was gonna change it up. So you know how I had the pink and gray and white big piece right there, right? I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna put something gold and white. All right, like it looks like I'm changing genres, but I'm not. It's very eclectic and very cute and you're gonna love it. I am too. Jason, my Jason, who you guys see here a lot on the design sessions, he painted this. And he's doing a second piece right now as a sort of a DIY. So Kenny, I have 2 different lamps. I want to put a lamp on the end of this, on either side. So this will stay with more of a summer spring look because it's It's clear crystal and white. So it goes beautifully with this floral. All right, and we're gonna pull this down here just a weens. And then, well, actually, we're not gonna plug it in. We're gonna take a look at the other lamp too. See which one we like best. So take that and turn it counterclockwise, the other way, yeah, right like that, okay. And push it in a little bit this way. Yep, stop. I thought I was gonna like the clear and white better, but I kind of like the sophistication of the one with the black shade and the gold. The gold looks amazing with that picture. So we're gonna leave it like that, and then we're gonna make a decision at the end. Now, could you please bring in the other gold panels that we're gonna hang here? So I've got this gold and black thing going, and I've got these botanical leaves. How about, Kenny, can you go get the botanicals, the 3 black and green botanicals that I bought? These are also from World Market, super inexpensive. Now I know this is such a departure style-wise. I just think I like mixing things, and I'm giving you permission to do it. You know what, I can tell you right now, let's get rid of this animal print rug. It's just too much. We get that out of here, and I think I'm gonna like this a lot better. So now I have these plants that I put in these white containers that I thought might be cute here. Fill in that space nicely. We're gonna not use this, but we are gonna use the gold lamp. See guys, this is how you do it. You just pull things in and pull things out, and you play with it until you get it the way you like it. Ooh, that is so nice. So I like this, it's mirror. How cool. That way you can always check your lipstick too, if you need to. Okay, a fresh plant that I just planted. Can you hand me that other candlestick over there, please? We're gonna keep this very simple, clean. That one fits in that space nicely. I like that. I'm getting to use my stuff. And I've never put a chair here before. See? That is what a fresh start is all about. So I probably spent like $200 on these pillows. This is a chair I had, furniture I had, table, everything. This is new. This was $7. These are new from World Market, and these are the most expensive part, but you don't have to have these. I bought this thing with that in it. Let's do it. Okay, we've got the perfect solution. Okay, we are just about ready for B-roll. So Jason, what do you think? Fresh start?
It feels super fresh. I love the green.
I don't know that I would have necessarily picked it to go. Yeah. And you know what I did? I brought my pillars, lamps in that are the crystal and the white, thinking, you know, this black is too much. I love the black. For one thing, I think the black of the lampshades gives this permission to exist.
Exactly.
And I've never ever put a chair here before. I've had shades here, remember?
Yeah.
But never here, and look how it's filling this in. I feel fresh, and like I've gotten a new, fresh start. He's been painting.
And I'm sitting on your white stuff.
You should get up now. Now I want to take these same 5 pieces and I'm going to show you how I can take these in this room but move them around. I've never thought I could rearrange my furniture in a different location just because of where my walls are, my built-in, my openings, and this no wall over here. But actually, I can. I started to think outside the box, so I'm going to show you how you could take your same furniture that you have in one room and use it completely different and make you feel like you've got something 100% new and fresh, because this is a fresh start.
Oh, yeah.
But wait, does it look like what I've done before? Psych. I know, right? Who doesn't look at their television? Wait till you see what I'm about to do. Good old table. Oh, guess what I have? An area rug. Yes. So we're gonna pull this in all the way to the inside. I want the legs to sit on this part right here. Let's go get our lamps. What you're seeing here right now is actual real deal. Hasn't been tried, it's only been in my head. So we're playing with it as we go. I need the tripod lamps. We're actually going to camouflage the television. Why? Because we have a television in the other room and we don't need to use this one if we want to have our living room like this. He's gonna turn off the lights up here so that when our piece of art that goes up here and camouflages this opening, it won't have light coming from behind it. You guys wondering where Matt is today? Kenny is Matt's friend. You're all gonna go, who's Kenny? Never seen him before. Kenny's Matt's friend, and Matt had a family obligation today, so he volunteered. Poor sweet Kenny. Now that makes our rug look a little smaller. It could look larger, but let's see what happens, because guess what, guys? I bought some new chairs. Kenny, go get them. So I have another thought. Kenny, I have an idea. Why don't we move this out for a sec, and we're gonna bring in a bench. Now this isn't the style I would have necessarily chosen to go with, but it definitely is the right size. Now, a bench for an ottoman is great for feet, right? But it's not great for serving things because it's not a hard surface. So I have a tray I'm gonna stick on here so we can use it that way. Kenny's gonna put those gold panels that I bought back up, and then the piece of art that Jason has been working on is going to be hung from the center. And then the last thing is, what am I gonna put on this wall? And I was just thinking, you know, I have these 4 leaves that I have had hanging in my dining room for the longest time. So I'm gonna go grab those. I think the colors would be perfect. Why don't you hold one up and I'll tell you how high.
Okay.
This will be our midpoint is where this is. Okay. And let's lay them out on the ground. So we're gonna hang these. This is what I call gallery style. And the spacing is exactly 3 inches. Here's what I love about what we're doing. My whole point is use things you have and you've been using in other rooms and mix it up, and it makes it feel like you did something new. And you're not spending a bunch of money. In fact, you're not spending any money, except maybe to hire Kenny.
Green is my favorite color, and 8 is my favorite dollar.
Let's see how Jason is doing.
I'm gonna bring that corner back to the square shape, I think.
That is good.
Yes, and I do hope your wish comes true.
We've got these pillows, and we've got these pillows.
Never say I do, but I remember sneaking out the back door, listening to the radio.
All right, so this is the finishing touch. That piece of art that Jason's made, I think it's incredible. It's actually now making this super dramatic. Alrighty, well, I feel like this room turned out great, and look at that piece of art. Jason did an amazing job, did he not? And guess what? That is covering up the television, so it's no longer an issue. This room doesn't look like it was ever intended to be a television viewing room. How fun is this? All of this is stuff that I already had except 2 new chairs. I even had this bar cart. It's given me a chance to think outside the box. Look at that. That is so cute. It used to be in 4s, and now it's in, well, it's in a 4, but you know what I mean. So cute. This is gonna be fun, and look, there's a tray here that we can put drinks on if we're serving from the bar cart. So all good, all fun. Tell me, what do you think? Has this inspired you to think outside the box of ways that you could rearrange your furniture in ways you've never thought of before? Even things that have stopped you, like for me, the television. Now I want to show you if I take my same furniture pieces and I think about how I can use them in a different space. How about I take these pieces and I use them in what is now my dining room and turn that into a family room. Watch. Simply move the same exact furniture from my living room into what was my dining room and turn this into a little family room kind of deal with a fireplace. So look, it looks like there's plenty of room to walk by here where the bar stools are, and plenty of room to get through here to go to my laundry room and the bathroom. My coffee table fits. This table fits. I might change up the accessories in here, make it look a little more springy, using what I already had in my living room. So it worked out really great. And look, that little end table fits right here. Sofa, love seat, coffee table, television. Ha-ha. Over here I have another little side table. It's still plenty of room to walk through, but you know what? I might change this up. Now let me get busy accessorizing this and setting it up with my new option. One of the things I noticed, if I wanted to use this space, my chandelier that was over my dining room table. This chandelier, I love this thing. It's from Restoration, and I want to show you what it looked like, but I already modified it. So if you have a chandelier you can modify, that makes a big difference. Otherwise, you could be wanting to put a sofa underneath of something that hangs down too low. But let me show you how this works. There was a layer that came here, a layer that came here, and went all the way around. So by the time you got down to here, even I might have a little difficulty walking under it. Probably not, because I'm still so short, but my husband definitely not. So we measured his height and we took off all the layers all the way around to get it to this, and I kind of like it as a single layer. All right, on my coffee table piece in here, since this is going to be more of a family room rather than a living room, which it was in there, this is primarily used for television watching and having dinner and kind of just being in this cozy room in front of the fireplace. I'm not going to get too fancy with my accessories, just put the things I need. And on this tray, one of the things I know I need is the remote controls.
You said fine, you win, but it feels like I didn't win anything. I don't believe it.
If you have not seen the design session specifically on accessorizing, I highly recommend that you do, because it is outstanding. It's one of my favorites, actually. And we teach you all the ideas and the concepts of the numbers and how you do it back to front, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, you don't want to miss the design session on accessorizing. I think that looks great.
We burn out to nothing. We're watching the flames.
See how the color pink changes? I never thought of myself as a pink person. Take a look at what this used to look like in my living room when I did it.
I won't feel a thing. It's all the same.
And then a couple of gold, white, and pink Target pillows. And I think I'm just gonna finish this off with one lumbar pillow right in the center of this larger one. Cute.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and address this wall. I think I'm gonna change up the art and really complete my accessories story. All right, I'm gonna take this table out now. We can move it into the laundry room for the time being. I wanna decide whether or not, first off, I need to see if this fits. Goes almost edge to edge, but it's very vertical. So that's an option. It would pretty much take up the whole wall. Fun to do, use the same stuff, but just put it in different locations. It just feels good. Just down just a wince, right there, up a bit, right there, just so that the top hits the top of the register. All right, I'm gonna do an unexpected DIY, something I wasn't planning on doing, but I'm gonna do it for my family room anyway, and I just was like, come on guys, let's film this, show my viewers what I do. I wanna put a plant on my coffee table. I've got about an inch too much soil, so I'm gonna take about an inch off the bottom here. Okay, ready? Do you see that? On the end here, and I'm gonna go like that. I personally think that is adorable. I love that. Found a book. I love, by the way, when you can and you want to pick up books for your coffee table, do it. It's just like you always need them. I think it looks great. Fluff up my pillows. Give them a little karate chop. Do you know why this one doesn't chop? If you saw the design session on pillows, you know what the problem is with this. The problem is this has polyfill inside of it, and I never did replace it. I have some really cool TV trays. You want to see them? I'll show you, because that's something we could use too. I love it. See how that hugs right along the sofa? Isn't that cool? It turns, and look at this. Enough room for a whole meal. And we can each have one on each side. So I think this is gonna be how we do it for a while. Now, do you realize what I just did, you guys? Yes, I freshened up my house and I spent $0, absolutely nothing. Everything you see here was originally in my living room. And of course, now my living room is going to be my dining room for a time. It's trading spaces with the things you already have. And you know what, honestly, I feel good. I feel like I used to feel when I would come home from school and my mother had rearranged all the furniture and she hadn't spent a dime. Now it's time to take this fresh start idea out to the road. Today, I'm going to take you to some friends of mine's house. A young couple recently got married and had a baby, and now they bought their first house. They've got it to the point they have it today, but guess what? I'm coming in and I'm going to take it over the finish line on a budget and in one day. Okay, maybe two, but you ready to meet them? Here come Zach and Lauren. Hello. Hey, Zach.
Oh my
See
gosh.
Hey, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hi, Oliver.
Hey, my name's Zach, and this is my wife Lauren, and this is our son Oliver, and we have a dog somewhere, but she's not here right now.
This is much nicer than I expected. You
Oh,
haven't
good.
been married very long. You've done a good job.
We actually got a call from Becca, and she wanted to give us some tips on revamping our place after Christmas. We were kind of thinking it looked pretty empty and pretty bare.
You guys bought this. How long ago?
We did, yeah. It was 7 months ago. It was actually, it's our first home that we purchased, and actually, we bought it, we literally signed the escrow papers in the hospital when right after he was born.
That gave me goosebumps, actually.
We did do the shiplap, yes.
That's from watching Jimmy do it, right?
That's right, yeah, I learned from Jimmy.
You guys know my son Jimmy and his wife Emily. Well, Emily's brother is Zach.
So I built that mantle. That was kind of the first project that I was really happy to do.
Zach is a video production man, and his wife Lauren is an amazing singer. And I'm gonna see if I can get her to sing for me today.
And I know how much you just love singing on command.
Nope.
I mean, she does have a great voice, but I imagine there's probably going to be some sort of sing-off later.
Save it for the stage.
You guys sit down, and then I'll show you what's wrong with this picture.
Okay.
and sitting on the only other thing to sit on in your living room, which is fine when it's just the two of you. But do you ever have people over?
Yes, and seating is a problem.
Basically, your room, long and skinny room, is broken up into 3 separate quadrants. You have your eating area over there, and then you have this no man's land here in the middle where the fireplace is. And then all the furniture is down here because that's where you watch television.
Right.
So somehow, I'd kind of like to move your thing closer that direction and make this a larger seating area. As you guys know, as members of the design sessions, there's always taking it over the finish line. And that's what we're gonna do today. We can kind of move some furniture around and sort of play with it.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go shopping at Living Spaces.
Woo!
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, yeah, there you go.
Why do they make baby stuff so hideous?
I know, you know what?
There's got to be a market for that somewhere.
There has to be, and there's got to be a lot of trending parents who would love things made out of burlap and, you know, iron.
We had a different rug in here that was very like pastel-y blues and pinks. And it was just, the vibe in here was very soft
know, I
and very
bet you did.
feminine. And I don't know, we've just been experimenting and so we tried something a little bit more bold. But we're trying to find that middle ground between masculine and feminine.
Are you ready to do some lifting of heavy furniture? Let's do it. Come on, Matt. I'll take this.
It's my warm-up piano. It's not even in tune.
We're not going to have it under the sofa because we want it to look as big as possible. Okay, now,
I know, seriously.
This far down.
yeah, because it already kind of looks like it's encompassing this part of the room.
That's incredible. We had set up our living room how we thought would look good, but we've kind of got this long space that when Rebecca came in here, she just shuffled around our furniture a little bit, moved it that way, kind of more in front of the fireplace. And it's crazy, it like opened up.
Already looked so much bigger.
Yeah.
And we're going to take a couple of these chairs, these metal ones, and we're going to play with them just to get an idea of what it would be like to have some chairs in here. You have a limited amount of money that we can spend. So if we come down, if we have enough to get a new coffee table, let's do it. If we don't, that's the least of your worries because at least it's within the genre.
True.
This is not in your genre.
Exactly.
That's
Okay.
gotta go.
That makes sense.
Okay, so this is problematic because every time he walks by, I'm afraid he's gonna hit his head.
Yeah, he almost does it.
Yeah. So I'd really like to get rid of that. Do you use it because it's hot and you need a fan?
What is it?
The fan.
No, we have.
Air conditioning? Oh, cool. So
Thanks.
we'll get rid of that. You got the measurement for that. We need to take this with us because it's your sofa and we're gonna need to know that. And then I'm gonna get a nice picture of your rug. For a credenza piece, their current piece, and I write down current because that's what we have to go by in reference.
So one of the things we were kind of just toying with big picture was doing more shelving over on this wall and probably getting rid of the
racks.
The racks.
I think we are ready to go shopping. Are you ready?
Fantastic.
All right.
Yes.
Do we need to feed you or do anything, or are you just always so perfect?
Oh, he's always perfect.
He's always so perfect. All right. Well, actually, I need to eat, so there's that. So now you hear the plan, and we've got one day to do this. We're going to head over to Living Spaces where they can accommodate our timeline and fit within our budget. Perfect. You ready to get going? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What do you think? Wow. This is Living Spaces.
Oh
Isn't it
my
awesome?
gosh.
It's huge. All right, so here's the plan. When we were at the house and we sort of moved the furniture around, we decided that budget that you guys were comfortable with and were able to spend right now is $5,000.
Yes.
So what we're gonna have to do, what I do when I shop is I go through and I take pictures of anything I like.
Okay.
Kind of try to remember where it is in the store and remember the kinds of things we're looking for. We're looking for a side table, we're looking for the credenza kind of things, one for the kitchen area, one for the living room area, some artwork.
Yep.
So we're gonna try to stay focused because we got a lot to do, and 2 occasional chairs. Okay, this is 66, so it's actually smaller. So that helps, doesn't it? If you know what your current one is.
Nightfall and lit up shore.
We need to think about your mantle. That was the thing that you put in there, and that color. Whatever we do, we want to take that color on either side.
Hoping I'm yours to keep.
We would want to take this shelf around with us and find the piece that goes on the other side out of the same exact stuff.
Yep.
Nope, a lot lighter. Okay, Matt, how about with any of these pieces?
It's keeping us warm.
Yeah,
I think that's a really cool looking piece.
Yeah, that
But I'm thinking this is pretty expensive.
$8.95.
It's cheaper.
Take a picture.
On my mind, we are too intense.
I'm not quite sure what this is for. I was thinking it was for photo shoots.
No rest for the one.
If you can't always move furniture in a showroom from one side to the other, but if you can get them to take apart a drawer and let you walk around with that, look how it all of a sudden made everything clear. Nope, way too dark. We were able to go, oh, perfect or absolutely not. That's what you need to do. Nope, just make it a mirror.
I do like that.
I do too.
With this massive mirror on top of it. I love this
Get that
whole
for an
thing.
issue.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
I agree. This is only $250.
Take 3.
How is that possible? Oh, you're coming over to our side. When you are shopping, make sure you have your measurements and your pictures with you so you can compare things together. Have you seen how many times I've looked at my phone? And I'm not texting, I'm looking at photos.
And would you say get 2 of those?
Yes.
Side
Lauren,
by side? Babe, this is super cool.
$862. A pair of chairs is so valuable. Let's say you guys move. Then you have your sofa in the middle and you could put a chair on either side to create a U shape. Or you can put 2 chairs opposite of the sofa to create that, one on either side, or you can make it, it is your best friend. It's the way to buy furniture, which is really what we're trying to show our design sessions members and friends. Yeah, listen up. Okay, let's see what this looks like with it. Because this is the color. Wah, wah.
Nope. Does it clash?
You just got lucky. You don't have to get the furry chairs.
Found it, guys. Perfect.
Oh.
Right here.
Yes.
Front center.
Oh, please. Okay, I don't see anything here. Do you?
I do.
Lauren,
You see what I mean by reel her in?
male and the female, the masculine
I
and
do
the
like the
feminine.
wood, like this kind of like.
Uh-huh, I do
And
too.
I like the fur, so it's perfect.
It doesn't look bad with that.
Actually, no, that's a good contrast. I do like that. I like that one the most.
You know,
of
it
all.
doesn't have enough fur on it. I think this is kind of a nice in-between.
Yeah, this is comfy.
Is it? Because
is,
here's
yeah.
the deal. If we could go with these chairs, which are
$225,
$225, then we could get you a coffee table.
Let's do that. Day 36, captain's log. Just kidding.
So I want to take you down here and
Okay.
show you. Now, I'm just going to tell you right now, your first initial response might be,
Okay.
now. Is we'd hang it where the fan box is currently.
Okay.
And then we would swag the chain over and it would drop and it would come low. Like
Oh, okay.
low.
Like-
it would be here-ish.
Now I'm
And-
gonna ask you a really guy question.
Yeah.
Will I be able to see my TV still?
So like I said to Lauren and Zach, you know what? They really need some can lights in their ceiling. However, there are some things we can do now. We can swag a light fixture. We can do the floor lamp they have. We can even get them another, table lamp. There are things we can do. More light, the better. This ties this back in over on the kitchen side. So I think what's gonna make this work and look great for Zach and Lauren is if I bring in both this kind of oaky light color, almost a light maple oak, with that rich kind of rusty stained wood. So those are the two colors of wood, and it's all gonna be done in accessories. On the darker pieces, we use the light stuff. On the light pieces, we use the dark. Does that make sense? Combine and make it flow. We need something above your fireplace, and it's not a big space. We were able to spend the entire day here, get just about everything we needed within our, decided on budget. And now Lauren and Zach are going to be able to have truly a fresh start. So we'll be there tomorrow putting everything in the house. Do not come home until you get a text from me. I'm guessing it's going to be somewhere around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay?
Yay!
All
Looking forward to
right,
it.
you're welcome. So fun. Wait till you
Yes.
see it. I don't think you're going to be able to believe it. I mean, I know you got it in your head and
Yeah.
you've been visualizing all day, but it's
Yeah.
completely different when you walk in and it's done.
Super excited.
All right, you guys, you're welcome.
All right.
So fun.
Say bye.
Goodbye, Oliver. Hello. Hey guys, guess what? Day 2. You saw us do all the shopping, and today the furniture is arriving, and I am so excited because this living room is indeed going to get a fresh start. Zach and Lauren have already cleared out all of the stuff that was on their shelves. In fact, they sold their shelves just last night, and they've cleared out their entertainment center. So we're ready to rock and roll. And guess what? Matt is here. He's got the truck full of all the furniture. This is gonna be a long day, but a super impactful, fun. Are you guys ready? Are you ready to see us do it? Let's do it. So you guys remember when we were here yesterday, I moved the sofa, the end table, and I made room for some chairs. The simplest addition to this room is going to complete this seating area. It's going to make it a grouping so that you have conversation, because it's not very comfortable to talk to people like this. So now we've got 2 chairs. We have 2 coffee tables together, nesting. Aren't these cool? And this color goes so perfectly with their rug that they already had. Already this is starting to look really good. Now I am going to move into the other areas of the room.
Oh, it's heavy.
Wait. Okay, I gotta get my, okay. So Matt has this really great way to screw things in the walls as well as take things out. A lot of people have this showing to the world, and guess what? That is a seam. Just hold this tight and rotate that, and it'll be back against the wall. Looks so much better, and it's so simple. This is gonna make these kids look like they just grew up in one day. Wow. And Jason, we're gonna put a tree in this corner. So I think we're gonna move this down further. What in the world? That looks nasty.
Should we put this in the bedroom?
One of the things that was really important to Zach and Lauren was to be able to house all of their stuff that went inside the cabinets that they currently had. This is a perfect cabinet. It's actually holding more than what they had before. You can put all his PlayStation stuff in there, DVDs, CDs, all the Ds of all kinds of other letters before them and after them. Everything that was here is now in here. How cool is that? One of the things that you're gonna notice is before they had their television in the center of this wall, and it was easy for them to do that because their sofa was down here and they could like get a good view. Now that everything's pushed down, I'm actually putting the television to the side rather than in the center, and we are going to put a fresh, I think, ficus tree right here in this corner. Now to complete this entire room, we needed to connect these spaces. So we're back over on the kitchen side. Remember they had these silver metal shelves before. It looked cool, looked contemporary, but it was also very busy. Color looks great with the fireplace. You guys, this is going to look so nice for Lauren's dishes. So I picked up some of these vases when we were at Living Spaces, and I liked it because this top of this reminded me of the coffee table, and we're trying to kind of mix and match. On the dark furniture, put some of these lighter pieces, and on the light, some of the darker pieces. What I'm doing right now is I'm playing with my heights. So if you've seen the design session on accessorizing, you'll know that I like to do things on shelves in odd numbers. So these are 3 stacks. And the way it was kind of coming out was this height with 8 plates and this height with 8 plates was the same, and I didn't like that. So I like this being taller, medium, and lower, all on the same thing. It just gives it more interest. I feel like when you're doing shelves like this and you're sort of accessorizing randomly, so to speak, it's really not. There's a lot of symmetry. This mimics this. Over here, this threesome of these 3 pieces is identical to these 3 pieces. That grounds your space. So if I just touch the tip of my brush into the lid, you see that? That's just a little tiny bit, and I don't have to worry about it dripping on the sofa. And then I literally just put it on the wall right where the white stuff is. If I get too crazy and try to like blend it in, you can end up with a big mess. So I'm going to add some art to the fireplace area, add a few things right here. Some things are still not here yet, but it will be finished. And we're going to turn on the fireplace. I like it being there because it's offsetting this super. It's a very odd fireplace. It's super far over here. I went to Home Goods and I was looking for a bunch of stuff, and do you know how hard it is to find a piece of art this size? This is 62 inches one direction. That's just 60 inches is 5 feet, so it's 5'2", and then it's like, I don't know, something else in the other direction. It's big. Let's see it horizontally. Okay. Put the silver on that end. About like that. That gives a little bit of color back here, which I think is nice. What I'm doing is I'm being resourceful with what I have. Since I'm not at my home and I'm at someone else's home, I don't have bubble wrap or anything to prop this up, so I'm just using bags. And I'm tearing them up so I can get them to do what I want them to. I'm going to recommend that Zach and Lauren actually plant these and they'll live nice and long, healthy lives. But there's nothing like fresh greens in your home. We're down to the last few minutes, probably like, they'll be here in 20 minutes. Zach and Lauren are gonna walk in and see how their house turned out. I think it's pretty cool. I hope you think so too. Stay tuned as you see their reaction.
Ready?
Yes. Come on, babs.
Are you ready? Welcome to your new home.
My gosh.
Ridiculous. I love it so much.
So good. Thank you.
Before this night is over,
I was a little skeptical, but this looks so good.
Isn't it swanky?
Super cool.
Very cool.
Wow. This is like not even the same space. Oh my gosh. I love that.
You could have grown-ups over.
This is so good. We can have real conversations
I
now.
know. Today I went to Home Depot and bought you a bunch of these. These are real.
Okay.
So, just so you know, you will need to water these.
Okay.
Television fits here. It's down further than it used to be because your furniture is down further. Then,
It looks so good.
isn't that like
Amazing.
This is
epic?
like
Looks
my
so
sanctuary.
good.
Thank you so much.
So
My gosh.
good.
So happy with all of it.
This has seriously
This is
been
amazing.
incredible.
Where's our baby?
So I think one of the big takeaways is the dark furniture and the light furniture and how we combined those. And if you really look closely, the color of this stain here and the color of this here is exactly the tones in the slate around your fireplace.
This is so beyond what I was expecting. It's
Is it?
Yeah.
phenomenal. Thank you so much, Rebecca.
I gotta do a reveal. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Oh my gosh.
Do you see this?
That is so amazing. Wait, slow down.
Oh, okay. Slow down.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. You guys look like you've grown up.
That's exactly what Rebecca said.
Come over. Come
Yeah,
over.
come over. You got to see it in person. But there's this awesome art piece up here.
Okay, we'll be over. Oh my god.
And then check
Bring
these
dessert.
out.
That is amazing. Everything I look at is like, oh, that's my favorite, but that's just amazing.
We added everything up and we figured it's $4,800 is what we
Wow.
ended up spending.
Wow.
Amazing.
Under budget and on time.
That is
Woo-hoo-hoo.
great.
Okay, you guys.
All right.
Love you so
Well,
much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And now go and enjoy your life. Out of here. Peace out.
Yeah.
Say bye.